I just saw a video about a lady saying that it is very easy not to get a child, and it's very easy not to, have an unwanted pregnancy. And she said, you having an unwanted pregnancy is direct correlation with how much you love yourself. And she said some other stuff in the video too, and I absolutely agreed with what the message was, which is like, yeah, you have to love yourself in order not to, become a baby mom or whatever, unwanted pregnancy and stuff. But I don't agree with it's very easy not to have a kid. Like, I feel like if you are having sex, it's very easy to have a kid, because in order not to have an unwanted pregnancy, you have to, hey, I need to be on birth control. Hey, we need to be using protection. Hey, I need to keep track of my ovulation and see when I'm fertile and when I'm not fertile, and all those things. Like, I feel like there is a lot of steps that you have to take if you are actively having sex in order not to have a baby. And on top of that, love yourself, because when you love yourself, all those things come naturally, because you're like, yeah, I'm not about to mess up my life. I'm not about to have this baby unwanted. Like, we need to be established, yada yada, or whatever. But I feel like there's the stigma of people saying, yeah, it's very easy not to have a baby. Yes, if you're talking about in general, don't have sex, no baby. Like, that is the easiest way not to have a baby. Like, I absolutely agree with that. Become celibate, become abstinent, stay a virgin, whatever you got to do that. Like, in that case, yes, it's very easy. But if we're talking about sexually active people, no. And then, like, speaking specifically, like, to our black girls, to our black women, like, a lot of black single moms, and I'm not saying, obviously I'm a single mom, whatever. I'm really not biased, because like I said, I agree with the lady. It's just little things that I didn't necessarily agree with. But I also feel like, black single moms specifically are always so judged. They are harshly judged, like, more than anybody else. That, or because white people be single moms, Hispanic be single moms, Asians be single, like, there are single moms in all races, but black women are held to such a higher standard that they're always looked down upon once they become a single mom. And I'm not saying being a single mom, nobody should aspire to be a single mom. Like, it is hard to raise kids. You need that family unit. However, I feel like we forget, our 500 years of slavery. We forget our strong black grandmas, our strong black moms, our working ass grandmas, our working ass moms, who sometimes didn't have the time to teach us about certain things when it comes to sex and stuff like that. Not only didn't have the time, but a lot of that stuff was what you asking your mom and stuff. Like, there was not, I don't know, I can't speak for all black people, but I know a lot of people, their parents never had the birds and the bees talk. They never told them about boys. It was just, don't worry about boys, focus on school. Don't worry about boys, focus on school. Don't worry about boys, you need to focus on this, you need to focus on that. And then when we get into our adulthoods, or even pre-adulthoods, young adulthoods, old adulthoods, whenever, and we make these bad decisions in men, and we become single moms, nobody ever remembered, nobody taught us how to date. Nobody was telling us what are good choices and what are not good choices. Nobody was telling us what red flags were. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like we have to, as a black community, especially with our black women, the millennial moms and Gen Z moms and everybody on after, we have to break these generational curses. We have to start allowing our little black girls to date, to have that boyfriend in the first and second grade. Obviously, I'm not talking about kissing and all that other stuff. No, but just like, yeah, I got a boyfriend. Okay, well, how does he treat you? Blah, blah, blah. Like middle school, like our primitive years where we're figuring out things. We have to allow our little black girls to experience those things so when they get out into the world, they are better equipped and can make better choices about who they decide to lay down with.